Hello and welcome to O. Russell Reads. Today we have Rising Storm by Kyla Stone. I apologize for the amount of glitter on my face. I just got out of a performance as Glinda in The Wizard of Oz in London, Ontario, and glitter does not come off. So on that note, here we have our blurb for a wonderful dystopian novel. In a future America, a hijacked ship holds the key to the fate of the world. She's a privileged elite. He's a rebel bent on vengeance. When terrorists storm their ship, they'll risk it all to survive in this dystopian thriller for fans of Legend and Maze Runner. Ooh, two of my favorite books, so here we go. Terror coiled in the pit of 18-year-old Amelia Black's stomach. Sweat beaded her forehead. The fabric of her dress clung damp and chilly against her skin. The polished marble corridor stretched ahead of her, silent and empty but for the bodies. In just a matter of minutes, the whole world had fallen to pieces. It was hard to believe that only a few hours ago, the Grand Voyager was a glittering jewel of crystal and glass. The ship was a lavish fulfillment of every wish and desire, a promise of dreams come true. But it was all a lie. This wasn't a dream, it was a nightmare. And the nightmare came through the terror, the shrieking and running, the beautiful bodies falling limp as dolls. Now there was nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Amelia strained for any sound over the crashing thunder of the storm. She crouched behind the counter of a coffee bar along the corridor of Deck 10 of the Grand Voyager luxury liner. The display cases were all smashed, glass shards littering the floor. A humanoid service bot slumped against the bank of storage cabinets, smoke hissing from the bullet hole drilled into its forehead. Above the sink, the broken holoscreen flickered. The voices came again, 2 or 3 of them from somewhere down the corridor. She didn't know who they were. Terrorists, pirates, hired thugs, or private militia, it didn't matter. They were ruthless killers, and they were hunting her. Because of her father, the powerful leader of the coalition, because of what he'd done. If they found her, she was dead. They would use her as a bargaining chip, a pawn to get whatever they wanted from her father. They'd torture her, then they'd kill her. But she was sick of being a pawn. She'd rather die than give in. She had her own plan, if she could live that long. She thought the terrorists were the deadliest threat on the ship. Thunder crashed, waves rocked the ship, the floor tilted, and she stumbled. Glass fragments jabbing into her bare feet. She sucked in her breath. She had to ignore the pain, the mind-numbing fear. She had to think. Her family was still out there, trapped somewhere on the ship, her brother Silas, her mother, and Gabriel. She winced. She couldn't think about him, not now. She'd done something too. Something she couldn't take back. Lightning shattered the sky through the floor-to-ceiling windows on the far side of the corridor. Rain lashed the glass. The awful rat-a-tat of gunfire exploded from somewhere above her. The voices grew louder. They'd be on her in 30 seconds or less. Her heart leapt into her throat. She was cornered, trapped, out of time. And that has been our reading from Rising Storm. We will see you next time on O. Russell Reads.